joined us here. A very good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well and your preparations are going good too. Well, today's session, as you know, is based on high level puzzles. Okay, so chalo, let's quickly start the session. We'll have a look at different types of questions which you can come across in your upcoming examinations. Okay, so chalo, let's not waste much time. Let's start this session. But before that, guys, one very small request to everybody, that is, please share the stream once with your friends. Let them know that the class has started, right? So post in your groups that the class has started. Okay, and we will be quickly having a look at different types of questions for your upcoming mains examination, right? The puzzles and seating arrangement here. So chalo, let's have a look at the first question. But before that, I hope that everybody has already downloaded the app for Oliveboard, and also you have subscribed to the official channel of Oliveboard. नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से कर लो, ठीक है? Chalo. So the first question is there on your screen. Quickly try this out. Let's see how this particular question is to be done. Just check it out. जल्दी से इसको try करिए. Very nice question in here. Try this. It's completely mathematical, right? पूरा mathematical question है. Just check. Good evening, everybody. Jaldi se go through this, guys. We will have a look at it, that how this has to be done. I hope we are able to understand the question, that what needs to be done here. Have we gone through the question, guys? Question एक बार पढ़ लिया ना सबने? चलो, let me remove myself from the screen and then we will start that how this particular question is to be done. ठीक है? देखते हैं इस question को किस तरह से करना है. So what is given here? 8 persons have certain amount of money with them in denominations of rupees 50 and 100, right? So you can see there are some notes of rupees 50 and there are some notes of rupees 100, and the notes can vary between 1 to 8, right? That means somebody has one note of 50, two notes of 50, three notes of 50, or maybe one note of 100. Similarly, for each of them, each of the numbers have to be used. Okay. Now, what is given? The number of rupees 50 notes with A, that is, let's say this is X, was equal to the number of rupees 100 notes with C. That means this one is also X, right? So whatever is the number, it should be same. A and C together had rupees 900. So A plus C is equal to how much? It has to be 900. Whatever is the total amount, it has to be 900 here. Okay, A plus C. Now only D had the same number of 50 and 100 rupee notes. That means D is the only person who has same number of notes. That is, if this is Y, this is also Y. Okay, दोनों same है. After that, what is given? G had 4 times the rupees 50 notes as that with 50 notes with H. So G is having 4 times. You can see the numbers can vary between 1 to 8. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पर क्या लिखा हुआ है? G का 50, this is equal to 4 times H का 50. So what are the possibilities here? You can see this can be 4,1 or 8,2. Shashi, very good evening. So you can see either 4 can be the value with G such that your H is 1, right? Because G is 4 times of H. So you can see this can be 4,1, 50 rupee notes, okay? Similarly, there can be another possibility also. Let's see what is the another possibility, that is 8 comma 2. Okay, either of the two cases we can have for G and H. After that, what is given? Total number of rupees 100 notes with E and C was equal to rupees 100 notes with D. So it is given E plus C is equal to D, and we are talking about 100 rupee notes here. Okay, यहाँ पर हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? 100 rupee notes. Total number of 100 rupee notes with E and C is equal to the number of 100 rupee notes with D. Now F has rupees 1000 with him and 13 notes in total. Okay, so F has 1000 rupees. ठीक है, F के पास total amount कितना है? 1000 rupees notes है, and he has 13 notes in total. So that means we know that, let's say if we have, F has, let's say X notes of 100 and X notes of 50 and let's say Y notes of 100. So we know that X plus Y has to be equal to how much? He has 13 notes in total. And X notes means, you can see, let's say we have 50, let's say we take this as 1 by 2, and this is your X and this is your, let's say, Y. Okay, because 50 and 100, right? And that has to be equal to how much? 1000. So you have to make the total such that the X plus Y, that is the total amount with X plus Y, has to be equal to 13, and 50X plus 100Y has to be equal to how much? That has to be 1000. है ना? So what are the possibilities here? So this will be 50X plus, let's say, 100Y. This is equal to how much? This has to be equal to 1000. Now if you solve these values, what will you get? Okay, Yashraj says that F has 7 rupees 700 rupee notes. Okay, so that means 700 and 6 notes of 50, that means 300, hai na? So that will give you how much? 700 plus 300. So how much is that? You can see that's your equal to 1000. So absolutely this is fine. And 7 plus 6 is also 13, isn't it? So you can see both the values will be satisfied when we take 7 and 6 here, isn't it? I hope this is clear. So 7 and 6 will be the values for your X and Y. I hope this is clear. Okay, this will be 6 here and this will be 7. Okay, so X will be 6 and Y will be 7. I hope this is clear, everybody. तो F के लिए वैल्यू कितना आया? 6 and 7 आया. So this is equal to 6 notes of 50, that is 300, and 7 notes of 100, that is your 1000. ठीक है, so total is 1000 here with F. Okay, उसके बाद देखो क्या दे रखा है. Then E has 7 notes in total. So E के पास कितने notes है total? 7 notes in total. Okay, E has 7 notes in total and has 250 more than A. ठीक है, so E is equal to A plus 250. And E has more notes of 100 than 50. So 7 notes. Okay, 7 notes का क्या क्या combination हो सकता है? Let's say 7 notes are there. So what are the possibilities? You can see it can be 6 plus 1. It can be 5 plus 2. It can be 4 plus 3. Either of the 3 possibilities, isn't it? What are the possibilities for E here? E has 7 notes on total. So either it is 6 plus 1, 5 plus 2 or 4 plus 3. है ना? What is then written? B has a total sum of rupees 950. So B has how much? 915 here. Okay. So what is the sum here? 6 plus 1. We know that E has 100 rupee notes greater than as compared to 50. E के पास 100 rupee के notes ज़्यादा हैं. Okay. So that means this will be how much? This will be 600 plus 50. That is equal to 650. Okay. This will be equal to how much? 500 plus 100. That is equal to 600. And this will be 400 plus 150, that is equal to 550. So either of the 3 are possible. I hope this is clear. So E के पास कितनी values हो सकती है? Either 650, 600 or 550. So what are the possibilities for A here? What are the possibilities for A? It has to be E minus 250. That means 650 minus 250. How much is that? 400. है ना? So either it has to be 400, or it has to be 350, or it has to be 200, right? 300, है ना? So either it can be 300, 350 or 400. That is the possible value with A here, isn't it? Now A plus C has to be equal to how much? 900, है ना? I hope everybody is able to understand, guys. ठीक है, तो अब देखो यहाँ पर what are the possibilities here in the first case? We have taken this consideration, that is G and H are 4, 1. So in the first case, what is the possibility? You can see we have E as 6, 1, but 6, 1 not possible because because 1 is already utilized here with h, right? 1 is already utilized here with h, so that's not possible. So that means it has to be either 2 comma 5 with e or 3 comma 4. But 3 comma 4 is also not possible. Why? Because 4 is already utilized here. That means it has to be 2 comma 5 in the first case, isn't it? I hope this is clear. So when e has 2 comma 5, what is the total amount? We have already seen that this has to be 600. Okay. अब अगर ये 600 है, that means A has how much? 350. So this is the first case. Okay. In the second case, when we consider the second case here, this is your 8 comma 2. So what are the possibilities here for this? We have already seen that this is 7,000, है ना? And this was your 950. Okay. So what are the possibilities for E? Quickly tell me. यहाँ पर E के लिए कौन सी possibilities है? You can see 6 comma 1. It's a possibility. 2 comma 5, that's also a possibility. 3 comma 4, that's also a possibility, है ना? तीनों चीजें possible है यहाँ पर, है ना? So in this case, you can see the second case, all the three are possible. That is, we can have 1 comma 6, नहीं 1 comma 6 नहीं है, because 6 is already utilized for F. So this is not possible. 2 comma 5, that is possible. 3 comma 4, that is also possible. ठीक है? So either we can have 2 comma 5 or 3 comma 4. So we are having three possibilities here. Okay, I hope this is clear everybody. Are we clear till here? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया कि नहीं? Now this also is known here that E100 plus C100 has to be equal to D100. Now what is the meaning here? That is whatever we take here, ठीक है? So you can see whatever we have here, that is E100 plus C100 should be equal to the value that we have here, right? So that means 2 plus x should be equal to giving you y. ठीक है? मैम ESIC में स्टेनोग्राफर की वैकेंसीज आएंगी आशु मोस्ट प्रोबेबली 24th को आने वाली हैं. 22 23 को आसपास देयर विल बी अराउंड 17,000 वैकेंसीज इन देयर, राइट? ESIC में एंड MTS स्टेनोग्राफर वो सब उसमें इन्वॉल्व है. Okay, but don't worry, just wait for the notification to be out. It is expected to be there. Most probably it will be there by 22nd or 23rd November. Okay. So you can see here that what is given, x plus this one, that is x plus 2 has to be equal to y. So what are the possibilities here? We know the values can range between 1 to 8. So let's say, can we take your x as 1? No. Why? क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पर 1 रखा तो यहाँ पर भी 1 रखना पड़ेगा. So 1 is not possible because h already has 1 here. So that means x cannot be 1. X cannot be 2 itself because E already has 2. 3 रखो, मान लो let's say we take 3 here. So this is also 3. So 3 plus 3 will give you a 6. And this is 6. So this is also 6. Again you can see कि 6 यहाँ पर already है. That means 3 also is not possible. है ना? तो यहाँ पर x का value 3 भी नहीं हो सकता. So let's check the next number, that is 4. So 4 at this position, not possible because 4 is already here, है ना? अब देखो 5 ले लो, ठीक है? E has 100 rupee notes. हाँ, E has more 100 rupee notes as 50, so it should be 2 comma 5. नहीं, E has more 100 rupee notes. क्या लिखा है देखो? That is E has more notes of 100 than 50. So okay, I'm so sorry. So this has to be 2 comma 5. My bad. उल्टा लिख दिया. So this is 2 comma 5. ठीक है? 2 comma 5 होगा यहाँ पर. ठीक है? So let's say if you take this as x as 1 and this as 1, not possible. 2 and अरे फिर से वही लिख दिया, sorry. चलो 5 and 2 होगा. 2 and 5. अब ठीक है ना? अनुप्रिया, thank you. So you can see this has to be 2 comma 5. So you can see if this is 5, this is 2. So 500 plus 100, that is 600. तो ये amount तो 600 है, कोई problem नहीं है, ठीक है? So let's say 1 comma 1 for x, that is not possible because 1 is already there with h. ठीक है? 1 is not possible here. Okay? 1 यहाँ पर आप value नहीं रख सकते because if you take this as 1, this also should be 1. But here we already have your 1. ठीक है? Let's say we take your 2. So 2 comma 2 not possible because here already 2 has been used. Can we take this value as 3? 3 comma 3 will give you a 6 here, but 6 is not possible because if you have your 6 here, then this also should be 6, which is not possible because x is already 6. Let's say 4 and 4, not possible. 4 is already here. 5 is already here. 6 and 6 not possible because 6 is already here. 7 not possible, है ना? तो यहाँ पर देखो कोई भी वैल्यू पॉसिबल नहीं हो पा रही है, isn't it? You cannot have any possible value for your x such that it satisfies all the conditions. That means this particular case will now become invalid because you cannot have this particular criteria fulfilled. तो यहाँ पर आपका कोई भी वैल्यू नहीं होगा, ठीक है. इस वाले केस में देखो, लेट्स से व्हाट आर द पॉसिबिलिटीज, ठीक है. लेट्स कंसिडर दिस वन 2,5, दैट इज लेट्स से वी हैव 5 हियर and 2 here, not possible, right? क्योंकि यहाँ पर 2 तो ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, so that is not a possibility here, है ना. Similarly 6 and 1, can we have 6 here and 1 here? That's a possibility. Can we have 3 here and 4 here? That's also a possibility, right? तो 4 और 3 भी possible है. So let's say we take the case, ठीक है. इसका केस कर लेते हैं, दोनों का केस ले लेते हैं. Let's say this is, चलो ठीक है, कंसिडर करते हैं. This is 6, 8 and 2, 8 और 2, ठीक है. तो दोनों केसेस कंसिडर करते हैं. लेट्स सी. चलो, so let's have a look at this one. So let's consider the first case where we take 6,1, 4,3 and 6,1, right? Let's say this is your 6 here and this is your 1 here, ठीक है. 6,1 is a possibility, you can see that's a possibility. Similarly we can have 4,3 also, 4 and 3. So these are the two possibilities, ठीक है. ये दोनों possibilities आपकी बन रही हैं, okay. So now let's check what are the possibilities here for x. We know that this plus this should be equal to this. So you can see x की value यहाँ पर क्या हो सकती है. What are the possible values for x here? Quickly tell me, क्या values होंगी x की यहाँ पर? What is the value guys that x can have? You can see if you take 1 is not a possibility क्योंकि 1 तो यहाँ पर already है. Let's say 2, again you can see 2 not possible because 2 is also there. That means this case is also invalid, hence this will be the valid case that you will be getting, isn't it? तो ये आपका valid case बनेगा. So again let's see, this is x, this is x, this is y and this is y. Okay, what should be the value of x here? Can we take 1, 1? Let's say we take 1 here and 1 here. So 4 plus 1 will give you a 5. So 5, 5, that's a possibility, ठीक है. तो 1 तो हो सकता है. यहाँ पर we can have your 1 here, ठीक है. That's possible. Can we take your 2? No. 2, 2 not possible क्योंकि 2 already है. Can we take your 3? No, because 3 is already here. 4 अपने आप ही यहाँ पर था, so 4 cannot be taken. So you can see the only possibility that we will have here is x is 1. Okay, तो यहाँ पर x की value क्या होगी? It has to be 1. Okay, so this will be your 1 and this also will be your 1. So you can see 4 and 1 gives you a 5. That means this y has to be 5 and this y will also be 5. तो ये भी 5 हो गया, ये भी 5 हो गया, ठीक है. So we get 5 here. Are we getting clear guys? ये सबको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं, ठीक है. So we have found most of the values now. अब इसके पास कितना टोटल है? 500 plus 250, that means 750 here. How much is this one? 400 plus 150, that is 550. अब अगर ये 550 है, what will be the value here for A? What will be the value here for A guys? It will be minus 250. 550 minus 250. How much is that? That is equal to how much? कितना होगा? 550 minus 250 कितना होगा? 300, isn't it? So 300 will be the value, isn't it? So you can see we have got all these values now. So अब देखो और क्या हमारे पास था. We have utilized A plus C as equal to 900. तो अब अगर A plus C is equal to 900 है, so what will be the value with C? You can see it has to be 600. Now you can see if this is 1, that is 100, that means यहाँ पर हमारे पास 500 होने चाहिए, right? So that means how much will be this one? We have this one as 600. ये 600 कैसे आ रहा? A plus C is equal to this one. Okay, just a second. Let's check what was this written. E is equal to how much? E has 7 notes in total and 250 more than A. So E is equal to how much? E is equal to 550. 550 है ना? 400 plus 150. So 400 plus 150 is 550. This is fine. A is equal to 550 minus 250, that is equal to 300. So this should be 600. So 600 means this should be 500. 500 के लिए we should have 10 notes here. How is this possible? कुछ तो गड़बड़ किया है हमने, कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो गया है guys. Can anybody tell me what is wrong here? Anybody? क्या गड़बड़ हुआ है? जल्दी से बताइए. कुछ तो यहाँ पर कैलकुलेशन में मिस्टेक हो गई है. I guess something is wrong. Can you guys tell me what is wrong here? कोई बताएगा? Anybody? किसी ने पकड़ा क्या गलत हुआ है? लगता है कोई ध्यान ही नहीं दे रहा है. Why h is equal to 1 got cancelled? देखो h got 1 cancelled out because you cannot have your 1 here. 1 हो सकता है क्या? 1 and 6, because if you take 6 here, this 6 was already there, no Shreyashi? You can see 6 was already here. So that means if you take your 1 comma 6, so 6 should be here and 1 should be here. Acha, 6 comma 1 is also a possibility. Yes, absolutely, that was possible, and we have taken this particular case here, isn't it? So h is equal to 1. नहीं, 1 और वो वाला तो cancelled out because there we were not getting this possibility here, where we were not able to fulfill this criteria. ये वाला criteria नहीं बन रहा था ना, this was not getting fulfilled in there. So you can see here that यहाँ भी कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो रहा है. We have done something wrong here. कुछ गड़बड़ तो किया है हमने. चलो इसको ठीक है, फिर से देख लेते हैं. राइट, लेट्स सी व्हाट वी हैव डन रॉन्ग. ठीक है, एक बार इसको चेक करते हैं. लेट्स सी व्हाट डिड वी डू रॉन्ग. लेट्स चेक द फर्स्ट केस आल्सो वेयर h इज इक्वल टू 1. ठीक है, एक बार उसको भी देख लेते हैं. लेट्स सी दिस वन. देखो, when h was equal to 1, g was equal to 4, right? This was 4 and 1, and this was anyway 6 and 7, है ना? So here what are the possibilities for e? E was either 6 comma 1, that is 6 and 1, not possible. 2 and 5 possible, 3 and 4 not possible. So here it should be only 5 comma 2, right? This will be 5 and this will be 2. Neeraj, very good evening. तो 5 comma 2 यहाँ पर बन रहा था e के लिए, है ना? So now you can see that we should have, let's say this was x, this value and this value should be same. Similarly y and y, this was same here. Now this plus this should give you a value y, right? ये दे रखा था. So now let's say what should be the value here for x. You can see it can be either 1, 2 or 3, isn't it? Because y cannot be greater than 8. So let's say if you take x as 1, so if this is 1, this also should be 1. Not possible because h is already 1. If you take this as 2, then this will be 2, which is again not possible. Let's say if you take 3 here, so 3 and 3. Okay, 3 and 3 it's possible, है ना? So 3 comma 3 will be possible here. That is, we can have this 3 here. Absolutely. So we missed out one case here. ठीक है? तो अच्छा, चलो इसको ट्राई करते हैं 3 comma 3 के साथ. So that means we have 3 here. Okay, that is 3 here and 3 here, है ना? This is a possibility that you take. So that means 3 plus 5, 8 and 3 plus 5, 8. This can be there. Absolutely, Shreyashi, that is right. We missed actually one case, है ना? तो ये वाला case we were having. ये possible है. So you can see in this case, what are the totals? You can see this is equal to 1000. This is equal to 500 plus 100, that is equal to 600. This is equal to 800 plus 400, that is equal to 1200. है ना? And what was given about this one, that is e is equal to a plus 250, है ना? So if it is 600, that is 600 minus 250, that is equal to how much? We will have 400 here, right? 600 minus 250 is how much? 350. That means a should be equal to 350 here. Okay, so a will be 350. So if this is 350 here, what should be the value of c? What should be the value of c here? A plus c is equal to 900. That means it should be how much? It should be 550. So can we have 550 now? You can see this is 300. So that means we need 250 more. So that means you should have 500 here, 550s here, isn't it? So बिल्कुल ये वाला case बन सकता है ना? So you can see, Shashi, yes, absolutely, this is right. So we can have this particular case where C can be 5 notes of 50 and 3 notes of 100. So that gives you a total of 550. तो ये भी हो गया, ठीक है? Now what is remaining? Let's quickly check. बाकी सब कुछ तो हो चुका है. Let's see. So A plus C is 900. That is also done. E is equal to, this is also done here. Now what is the only value remaining in your B here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is remaining. No, 6 is also there. So this has to be 7 notes, right? So this will be 7 notes in here. Now how do we calculate this? You can see this is 3 notes here and this is total 350. That means you are getting 150 already. So you should have how many 200s here? 100s here. That means you should have 2 notes of 100. isn't it? So this will be 200 here. और क्या बचा है? Let's see. So we are left with which amounts here? Which number of rupee notes? You can see we are left with 1. Okay. एक आपका 1 बचा है यहाँ पर 100 के लिए. 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is remaining, 5 is there, 6 is remaining, right? So 1, 4 and 6 are remaining. B has total 950. Yes, absolutely. So B has a total of 950 here. So you can see, how do we have a 950? This is 350 here. That means this should be 6. So we have utilized 6 also. So we are left with 1 and 4. Isn't it? 1 and 4 bacha hai. So you can see that it was given that only D was the person who has similar rupees notes. So you can have only D as the same rupee notes here. That means G cannot have 4. So he will have one note of 100 and this person will have 4 notes of 100. So this is how much? Total kitna hoga? This will be 100 plus 4 into 50, that is 200. So 200 plus 100 is 300. यहाँ पर कितना होगा? 400 plus 50, that is 450. So ये वाला केस हमारा मिस हो गया था. I hope this is clear everybody. Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everybody clear? Please let me know. Are we clear? Yes, D has total 950. बिल्कुल सही है. ठीक है, तो ये आपका केस बनेगा. Are we clear guys? Everyone? तो एक केस भी अगर मिस हो जाए ना एग्जाम में, दैट कैन बी डिजास्ट्रस. यू कैन सी हाउ मच टाइम वी हैव टेकन हियर जस्ट बिकॉज वी मिस्ड वन केस, है ना. एक भी केस अगर आपने छोड़ दिया then it can lead to a disaster, that is you will end up losing a lot of time, है ना. चलो, we'll quickly go to the next question. Somebody asked for a designation based question yesterday, so चलो let's try this one out. ठीक है, इसको जल्दी से try करिए. Let's see, go through this one. I hope we are able to understand this particular question. Not a very difficult one. But yes, again be careful with the cases. There will be a lot of cases that you will be getting. Okay, be careful. I hope everybody is able to do this one. इतना कुछ मुश्किल नहीं है. Just take care of the two things that we can have. एक तो आपका designation है, another is the months that we have been given, right? Be careful about the placements there. Lokesh, very good evening here. So you are new in the session. Lokesh, अगर आपको कोई भी doubt होता है, if you have any doubts at all, do let me know. I'll be happy to help you out with it. अच्छा चलो इसको साथ में करते हैं, राइट? लेट्स डू वन थिंग, लेट्स ट्राई टू डू दिस टुगेदर. लेट्स सी हाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन इज टू बी डन. ओके, so we have these values, that is we have CEO. Okay, let's write down CEO, COO, CFO. We had a CLO. Okay, उसके अलावा कौन कौन था? We had a CFO के बाद आपका CTO था. Okay, we'll just quickly write down the values here. We had CTO here, CFO, CTO, then CMO, then CLO, then we have manager, and then we have clerk, right? This was the sequence given to us: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so let's see how to complete this particular question. Okay, let's try it out. So it is given D was born in a month with 31 days but not in January or August. Okay, so you can see that D can either be in March, D can either be in May, or D can be in July. Okay, either of the three cases. Now it is given the number of persons born after D was equal to the number of persons who have a higher designation than F. Okay, so you can see there are two types of comparison here. One is about the number of persons being born, and another is the number of people having a higher designation. So be careful with this, right? The comparison kis basis pe hai, that is important in this particular question. So let's say if you take your D here, okay, let's say if you take your D in March, so the number of persons born after D, how many persons? 1 2 3 4 5. So we have 5 persons after D. That means 5 persons should be there who have a designation higher than F. So 1 2 3 4 5, that means we have FSCLO in this particular case. Okay, so in the first case F will be CLO. Okay, similarly, let's say if we take D in May, so we have 3 persons born after D. So if we have 3 persons born after D, we should have 3 persons who have a designation higher than F. So 1 2 3, that means F will be CTO in this case, isn't it? Similarly, your D can be in July. So we have 1 person after him. That means there should be 1 person before F. That means COO. So in this case, F should be COO. But is FCOO possible? No, because you can see it was directly given here that C has to be the COO, isn't it? So C is the COO. That means this third case, it's not a possibility. This case will not be possible here because F cannot be COO. So either F should be CLO or F should be CTO. Okay. Now let's see what else do we have here. उसके बाद देखो क्या दे रखा है. The number of persons who ever F was born in a month with 30 days. Okay, 30 days you can see is either April or June, है ना? Because February has either 29 or 28 days and others have 31 days in here. Okay, so either April or June will be for your F. So let's consider the cases. ठीक है, देख लेते हैं. Let's say we take your F here, okay, and F is CLO here. ठीक है, let's say we take F as CLO. Okay, F can be June also. We will consider both the cases. Let's say we take your F here, CLO. Okay. Now what is given here? F was born in a month with 30 days. 3 persons are there between F and CMO. So you can see in the first case, 1 2 3, CMO will be this person. And in this case, 1 2 3, CMO will be this person. Okay. Now if you check, we have another information related to CLO as well. It was given the CEO was born immediately after CLO. Okay, चलो ये भी लिख लिया. CEO is here, and here also we have CEO is immediately after your CEO. ठीक है, तो ये भी हो गया. और क्या दे रखा है? We had this information that is 3 persons have to be there between CLO and E has to be elder to CLO. So here you can see we cannot place your E, isn't it? 1 2 3 possible ही नहीं है. That means this case is invalid, है ना? In this case, let's say if we take your E, so 1 2 3, E will be here, no issues, E can be CMO, है ना. But what is given here? Number of persons who had designations lower than E. So if E is the CMO, let's say if you take E as CMO, then what will happen? Number of persons who had designations lower than E was equal to the number of persons who had designations higher than H. So you can see we have 3 persons lower than CMO. So we should have 3 persons higher than H. That means here H will be CTO. In this case, that is here, H should be CTO. ठीक है, ये भी possible है, no issues. और देख लेते हैं इस वाले केस को, देखते हैं कैसे एलिमिनेट करना है, बिकॉज इन दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन यू विल बी हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ केसेस. ठीक है, बहुत सारे केसेस बनेंगे. So now you have this one, that is F was born in a month with 30 days, 3 persons between F and CMO. So that is already done. C was the COO and was born immediately before G. So we know that C has to be COO and is born immediately before G. कहाँ पर आ सकता है? You can see C and G will be here only. This is the only possibility. That is CEO is the COO and this is your G. और क्या दे रखा है? Number of persons who had designations less than A was equal to number of persons younger to C. You can see we have 4 persons here younger to C. That means we should have 4 persons who have a designation higher than C. ठीक है, बट यहाँ पर एक और चीज है which is important to understand. Okay, if you check, this is saying number of persons who had a designation lower than E was equal to the number of persons who had a designations higher than H. और एक और चीज दे रखी थी. अच्छा चलो ठीक है, देखते हैं. Then we have this one, the number of persons who had designation less than A was equal to number of persons younger to C. So we have 4 persons younger to C. That means we should have 4 persons who have a designation lesser than A, है ना. So 4 persons designation less than A. So that means we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. So A should be CTO. मतलब इस केस में A also will be the CTO here. But is this possible? No, because we have already seen that here H was coming as the CTO, है ना. यहाँ पर तो H CTO आ रहा था and A also is coming as CTO. That means this case is completely eliminated where we had considered your D in March. So you can see D cannot be in March. That means D should be in May. तो D तो आपका May में होगा. So this is a fixed information now. ठीक है, तो ये आपका गलत हो गया. that D is born in March, not possible. Okay, so now we will consider all the cases that we can have for D in this May. ठीक है, let's consider. So D in May. अब चलो ठीक है, इसको बनाते हैं. Like let's say D is in May. So if D is in May, then F has to be the CTO. Okay, now let's see. It is given that F has to be born in a month with 30 days. So again you can see F can be here or F can be here, either of the 2 possibilities. ठीक है, now F was born in a month with 30 days. 3 persons are born between F and CMO. So 1, 2, 3 CMO here or 1, 2, 3 CMO here, either of the 2 cases. ठीक है, C was the CEO. He was born immediately before G. Okay, we'll place that later. ठीक है, F के लिए क्या है? CTO है. So you can see F is the CTO. Let's write it down. So F is the CTO. ठीक है, 3 persons born between F and CMO done. C was COO and he was immediately before G. That we will place later. Number of persons who had designations less than A is equal to the number of persons younger to C. We will check that out. CEO was immediately after CLO. अभी हमारे पास नहीं है. 3 persons are born between CLO and E was elder to CLO. ठीक है, so you can see, let's say if we take your E here at this position, right? So 1, 2, 3 CLO can be here. Similarly, let's say we take your E here. So 1, 2, 3 again CLO can be here. Let's say E here. So 1, 2, 3 CLO can be here. मतलब पहले केस में हमारे पास 3 possibilities बन रही हैं. Now number of persons who had designations lower than E is equal to number of persons who had designations higher than H, है ना? So that means, let's say if you take E as clerk, that means this H should be CEO. Similarly, if you take E as manager, then H should be COO, which is not a possibility because COO is already taken by your C, है ना? तो possibilities क्या बन रही हैं आपकी E और H के लिए? What are the possibilities here for E and H? The possibilities are that E is clerk and H is CEO. This is one possibility. Similarly, we can have manager and CEO. Not possible because CEO तो आपका हो नहीं सकता. CEO is already C, right? So that is not a possibility. let's say we take your CLO हो सकता है, हाँ हो सकता है, because this is possible. CLO has not been taken yet, so CLO is this E, so we can have CFO as H, है ना, that is a possibility. And CMO and CTO not possible because CTO is already F in this case, right? So you can see E is either the clerk or the CLO, है ना, E is either the clerk or the CLO. But we have this information that is 3 persons are born between CLO and E. So that means E is not CLO as well because 3 persons have to be there between the two. तो ये वाला केस भी गलत हो जाएगा. That means we know now that E has to be the clerk and H has to be the CEO. ठीक है, ये भी हमें पता चल गया that E has to be the clerk and H has to be the CEO. I hope this is clear everybody. ठीक है, यहाँ तक समझ में आया everyone? So you can see we know that E has to be clerk and H has to be CEO. Wherever we will place them, we will place it like this. ठीक है, चलो आगे देखते हैं whatever is remaining. ठीक है, चलो. So 3 persons are there between CLO and E. Let's say we take your E clerk here, then we can have your CEO here, right? That is this one CLO here, right? That's a possibility. चलो आगे देखें. Let's see what is remaining. A was born in a month with 31 days immediately after CFO. Okay, so 31 days immediately after CFO. Let's see, we can have March and February, that's a possibility. May not possible, July possible, and August also possible. ठीक है, not more than 2 persons had a designation lower than E's. That is also given. Anyways, we have seen that E is coming as the clerk only. ठीक है, तो E तो आपका clerk ही आ रहा है. So we have 0 persons having a designation lower than him. So this is also being fulfilled, right? So let's consider, let's see what are the possibilities here. ठीक है, एक बार देख लेते हैं और क्या क्या बन रहा है. Let's say we take your E here. Okay, if E is here, that means this is your clerk. Okay, so we will have 1, 2, 3. This person as CLO, है ना, because we have the CEO was born immediately after CLO. So you can see CEO will be here. So this will be your H. This is the first case that we are talking about. Okay. So 3 persons are there who are there between this CEO and E, right? CLO and E, right? So 1, 2, 3, and CLO के just बाद we have your CEO. That's okay. अब चलो और देख लेते हैं क्या बचा है. F was born in a month with 30 days, done. 3 persons are born between F and CMO, that is done. C was the CEO and immediately before G. तो ये कर सकते हैं, that is, let's say C is this one. Okay, we can have 2 possibilities here. Let's say E clerk, F CTO, D CLO, H CEO, and this is your CMO. ठीक है, so you can see that this can be your COO immediately before G. This is a possibility. And C COO immediately before G. This is another possibility. ठीक है, ये दोनों possibilities बन रही है when we take E clerk as the first person. अब और देखो क्या बचा हुआ है यहाँ पर. So all this is done. Number of persons who had designations less than A was equal to number of persons younger than C. So we have 1 person younger than C here. That means there should be 1 person who has a designation less than A. So that means A will be the manager in this particular case, right? Because manager only is the one who has 1 person designation less than him, है ना? So that means A will be the manager in the first case. और A के लिए क्या दे रखा था? A was born in a month with 31 days immediately after the CFO. So you can see A immediately after CFO will be like this, and this is your manager. So this is the one that will be your case here, and the one remaining is your B. So B will be the person. Okay. So this will be the final arrangement that you will be getting here. ये वाला case invalid हो जाएगा because you can see how many persons are younger to C. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if 6 persons are younger to C, that means we should have 6 persons who are having a designation less than A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That means COO. So COO was already taken by C, isn't it? So that is why this case will be eliminated. So you can try for this also. इसको भी try कर सकते हो. You will see that this also will get eliminated later. So this will be the final case that you will be getting here. Now you will see that in this particular case, a lot of information is given. So be careful about writing down all the informations correctly and then start making the case. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर इतने सारे cases हैं. There are 2 things which you have to keep in mind. One of them is number of people younger or elder to somebody, and there is also one information that is what is the designation ranking, ठीक है, वो भी important है यहाँ पर. Okay, so you have to be careful with this particular question. Are we clear with this, guys? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everybody getting the same answer or not? Are we getting the same answer, guys? Please let me know. Or something is missing? सबका यही आ रहा है? Everybody? समझ में आया कि नहीं? जल्दी से बताइएगा. Today nobody is answering. What happened? Getting something else also? कोई और आंसर भी आ रहा है किसी का? Any doubts, guys? If we do not have doubts, then we will go to the next question. Clear? Clear? Chalo, we'll quickly go to the next question in that case. Let's have a look at this one. Let's try. I did not solve. Kyun, Mayank? Why did you not solve? This was a very good question based on mains. Mains level का अच्छा question था. अच्छा चलो कोई बात नहीं. इस question को go through करो. Okay? First try to make this one. That is try to make this matrix. This is a very easy question. बहुत easy सा question है. Just make this particular matrix here and then you will have to apply the rules which are given in here. ठीक है? तो first try to make the matrix. पहले matrix बनाइए. Try this out, guys, very quickly. I solved but got puzzled in between. That happens, Neeraj. That was a confusing one. Okay, I hope everybody has made the matrix here. अच्छा देखो इसमें मैट्रिक्स कैसे बनानी है. दिस इज अ वेरी इजी मैट्रिक्स. ओके, यू कैन सी देयर आर 3 rows. फर्स्ट रो, सेकंड रो, थर्ड रो, and you can see these are numbered bottom to top. ठीक है, bottom to top. That means the lowest row is numbered what? It has to be numbered as dollar. So that means the lowest row is dollar here. ठीक है, this is your dollar. Okay, फिर उसके बाद उसके ऊपर वाले रो को मेंशन किया है. व्हाट इज द नंबर दैट इज देयर? वी हैव एट द रेट. सो सेकंड रो इज एट द रेट एंड थर्ड रो इज परसेंटेज. अब डॉलर में क्या दे रखा है? ऑल्सो इट इज गिवन दैट वी हैव द कॉलम्स ए बी सी डी एंड ई. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर देखो डॉलर के लिए क्या दे रखा है? फर्स्ट रो डॉलर हैविंग 5 नंबर्स इन कॉन्जिक्यूटिव मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 6 स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 24. That means this is 24, this is 30, this is 36, then we have 42 and then we have 48. These are the values here for dollar. Similarly, at the rate is 5 multiples of 12 starting from 12 onwards. So 12, 24, 36, 48 and 60. This will be for at the rate. And similarly for percentage, multiples of 15 starting from 15 onwards. So 15, 30, 45, 60 and 75. Isn't it? So this will be the matrix that you will be getting. Once you complete the matrix, then you can make use of the notes that the rules that have been given, because you can see there is a signal that is being transferred here, and based on the numbers that you get in the signal, the final frequency has to be calculated. Okay, अब यहाँ पर देखो, if all the values in the string are even, like let's say if we take 12, 24 and 60, right? Here you can see that all the values are equal, right? All the values are even. Let's say this is a signal frequency A. Okay, so here if the values are all even, so what has to happen? If the values are even, values of the signal are added, so all the values will be added here to give you the final frequency, whatever is the final frequency. Okay, now if some values are odd and rest are even, like let's say if we have 12 here, we have 30, we have 45 and let's say we have 75. So here you can see some values are even, some values are odd. So what has to be done in that signal? The values with same digit at units place, like let's say 45 and 75, they have same unit at say same digit at units place, so they have to be dropped. That means you will be dropping your 45 and 75, isn't it? And rest of the numbers are to be added, so you will be getting a 12 plus 30. So this will give you the final frequency here. Similarly, the third one says that if there is at least one perfect square, like let's say if we consider 36, okay, there is 36, there is 60, and let's say there is 15, right? Let's say this is not 60, let's say this is 75. Okay, so we have 36, 15, 75, and let's take 42. So you can see, let's say this is the frequency that has been given here. We have one number which is a perfect square. So the tens digit in each of them will be deleted and others will be multiplied. That means you will be deleting 3, you will be deleting 1, 7 and 4, and you will be multiplying your 6, 5, 5 and 2. Okay, that will give you the final frequency here. Now be careful, there is a note also which has been given. That is, if x and y are given, then only one string is taken as input. If string has both odd numbers, even numbers and perfect square, then the rule number 3 will be given, will be applicable here. Because you can see in this case 36, 15, 75 and 42, we could have said that it is following rule number 2 as well. There are some even and some odd. But it is mentioned that if there is even one perfect square, so that should be given the priority. That is, this rule number 3 will be given the priority here, that is based on perfect squares. Okay, let's see और क्या दे रखा है. It is also mentioned in note that if none of the conditions are followed, then the values are added to find the frequency. So if nothing is following here, that means we will be finally adding all the values here. ठीक है, I hope everybody is getting this particular matrix. यही matrix मिल रहा होगा सबको, है ना? Also, it is given that the resultant value has to be calculated. So if your frequency is less than 65, that means P will glow. If it is between 65 to 100, then Q will glow. If this is the value of your frequency, then R will glow, and similarly other values also. Okay, let's go to the question now. So this is the question on your screen. Now quickly try this out. A very, very easy question. You have to tell me which of the following signals will glow here when x is equal to this and y is equal to this. We have already been given, when we have two signal frequencies, then you have to take the summation of the two. That is, we have to find x plus y, which will give you the final frequency. ठीक है, तो जल्दी से मुझे इसका आंसर बताइए that which of the following signals will be glowing in here. कौन सा यहाँ पर signal glow होगा? Okay, quickly tell me. Let's try. Now this type of question has come in SBI PO mains once. ये आपका SBI PO mains में आ चुका है. Try this out, guys. I hope we are able to find the values here. Anybody who found the value for x? X का वैल्यू निकला. देखो x का वैल्यू क्या आएगा? डॉलर बी. व्हाट इज डॉलर बी? यू कैन सी दैट्स योर 30. सो वी हैव 30 हियर. What is percentage D? Percentage D is 60. So this will be 60. What is at the rate C? At the rate C is your 36. So this is 36. Then percentage A. Percentage A is 15. So we have 15 here. Okay. So now which rule is applicable? Quickly tell me which rule is applicable here, Funny. Which rule will be applicable in this particular case? In X? Which rule should be applicable here? You can see we have one perfect square, isn't it? 36 is a perfect square. That means rule number 3 should be applicable. That will be getting the highest priority. So the tens digit in each signal will be deleted and others will be multiplied in here. So that means tens digit, that means 3 will be remaining removed, 6 will be removed, 3 will be removed and 1 will be removed. So you can see this is going to be 0 into 0 into 6 into 5, which gives you a 0, isn't it? So we will have a 0 here. 30 nahi aayega, Funny. We will be getting a 0 because the 10th place, right? 10th digit at the place has to be removed and rest of the values have to be multiplied. So you can see it will be 0 into 0. This will give you a 0 into 0 into 6 into 5, isn't it? You have removed all the places at tens position. So tens positions have to be deleted and you will finally get a 0 here. So x will be 0. What will be the value for y? Y का value क्या होगा? Percentage A, that is your 15. Percentage again, that is your 15. Percentage C is 45 and percentage E is 75. Now tell me which rule is applicable here? Any particular rule which is applicable on y? Y पे कौन सा rule applicable होगा? Quickly tell me guys, which rule will be applicable on y? Any rule? I removed zeros also in calculating x. No. Okay. Chalo, tell me for y. Which rule will be applicable on y? Is rule 1 or 2 or 3 applicable? No condition. Absolutely, Neeraj. So here, no condition is applicable. That means finally you will have to add all the values, right? Fourth rule. That is no condition. So no condition means you have to add all the values. So what are you getting here? 15 plus 15 is 30. 30 plus 45 is 75. 75 plus 75 is 150. So you get y is equal to 150. So x plus y is equal to how much? That is equal to 150. So 150 is the final resultant value, isn't it? So 150 will be the final value that you will be getting. So what is the frequency here? 150. Now 150 is in this particular range, 101 to 210. That means the glow will be for signal R. I hope this is clear everybody. तो कौन सा signal glow करेगा? It will be your R. I hope this is clear. Okay. So this is just about calculation, guys. Just calculate the values, find the signal frequency and then see that which one will be glowing here. Are we clear everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in this particular question. Everybody clear? Easy question. This was very doable. ये तो doable था. I hope this was clear everybody. A very easy question here. Just completely based on calculations. Completely calculation based. I hope clear everybody. So final value क्या होगा? 150 and 150 means R glows. Okay. Why you added x plus y, Neeraj? Because you can see it was given. If only x plus y, if only x or y is given, then the string taken as input. If it should have been given completely. यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा line missing है Neeraj, right? It was missing here. That is, if we have both x and y, then it should be taken as the sum. ठीक है Neeraj? यहाँ पर शायद note थोड़ा सा miss हो गया है when we have taken the question, and they should have given an example also. ठीक है, तो ये शायद थोड़ा सा point यहाँ पर miss हो गया है. That is when only x or y is given, that is taken as the single one. But if it is x and y both, then we have to add the values. ठीक है, वो आपका note में miss हो गया मेरे से. Okay. Yes, ma'am. After getting x and y, we are not able to decide what to do. Yes. That is the problem with the question here. Don't worry. So that was given. A part of note is missing here. That is, if we have two values, that is x and y, then it has to be added to find the final frequency. Okay. Are we clear, everybody? Okay. So these are some of the questions that we have used. We have found here. Tomorrow again we will be checking out few more questions. Okay, कल हम फिर से कुछ और questions करेंगे for your mains level examination. Okay, I hope we were able to solve the questions. Just try out the second question once again. बहुत लोगों ने यहाँ पर second question जो designation based question था, you did not do it, but do it again, right? It's a good question. It's a good confusing question, exactly like your mains examination. ठीक है, उसको try जरूर करना. तो चलो, I hope you enjoyed today's session. In case you have any doubts, feel free to talk to me on Telegram. I'll be happy to help you out with it. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you again with another session. So please take care, stay safe. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.